Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Brianna Kelly.
I'm Dylan Ingham.
I'm Jonah Paul.
I'm Alan Sprickett, and our company is Lootrack. We're an online styling service that is going to elevate TJX's revenues and revolutionize their customers' online experience. And if TJX partners with us, they're projected to make nearly $3 million in sales the first year. And here's why.
So what is our company? We're an online on-demand stylist service, and we're going to partner with retailers like TJX. The process of this of our service is a client will fill out a style survey, putting in their measurements and their style preferences, and within 1 to 2 business days, one of our stylists will return them a few options, different outfits that they can choose from via our website. And when they choose an outfit, it'll be shipped to them by us in 3 to 5 business days. And we earn $10 in sales per box through a styling fee that we'll charge, and TJX will earn an average of around $75 per box in sales.
So for value propositions, our company offers retail stores a team of experienced stylists who are going to curate these personalized and fashionable outfits for their customers in a rather short amount of time. These companies get to use our in-depth and intricate style survey that is unique to us and sets us apart from other companies in our market. The customers are the ones who get the best value from our service. They save time, they save money, they get the fashionable outfits, and they get the use of our expert stylists as well, and they get the convenience factor of having it delivered directly to their door. And finally, TJX gets the use of our hassle-free, streamlined system. They get to tap into this personalized clothing style market that we were a part of. They get to enhance their customers' online experience and increase their online customer base, and they shorten their inventory turnover time as well.
So in terms of our market analysis, we initially started with a total available market of about 5 million people who are people in Massachusetts that shop at retail stores. We then narrowed that number down to about 400,000 people who are women who shop at the Marshall stores and TJ Maxx and are interested in using our online styling service. And then we narrowed down even further to a target market of about 50,000 women in Massachusetts who match our customer profile, which we'll be explaining in the next slide. We used survey results and income estimates, which we'll also show in the next slide to narrow that number down. So if we can get 20% of our target market during the first year, that'll give us 9,674 initial first-year customers. We expect them to each buy 4 times over the course of the year, and we will make $10 in sales through a styling fee per box, which will give us almost $400,000 in net sales for the first year. TJX follows the same math, except they make $75 in sales per box, which gives them almost $3 million in net sales for the first year of operations. Now, although only 2% of TJX's sales are online, we believe that there's growth in that area due to the change in the online apparel sales market over the next 5 years projected by this graph. So for our customer profile, again, it's women ages 16 to 35 years old in Massachusetts. They have an average income of about $28,000 per year, and they spend about 3.8% of that, which is around $89 per month on clothing. So these customers will purchase Lootrack once every 3 months for an average price of $75 per box, which is close to the average monthly spending. So for our serviceable available market, we took the 57% from our survey who said they'd be willing to pay this selected price, and the 49% who said they'd be willing to buy around that selected amount of time. And then we took 43%, which we estimated to be the percentage of people in Massachusetts near our income bracket, which gave us our target available market number from the previous slide.
So Stitch Fix and Trunk Club are our biggest competitors when it comes to the online styling and outfit delivery service. These two companies are two similar online styling companies, as well as the purchasing process is very similar as well. What they do is they have the customer fill out a style quiz, and based on their preferred budget and style, and then they send that box of clothes off to the customer. However, Stitch Fix nets a lot more revenue than Trunk Club, and what Stitch Fix, their process is they send the box of clothes to the customer. The customer keeps whatever they like, and they send back whatever they don't like. They'll be charged what they keep. If they send the whole box back with all the clothes, they'll be charged $20 for shipping costs. And as you can see on this chart over here for monthly sales at curated box sites, Stitch Fix dominates this area where their sales have only been going up since January 2014 compared to the other competitors. And so this is our Lootrack Stitch Fix business SWOT analysis. So for strengths, Stitch Fix will have high-end stylists using the in-depth style survey, while Lootrack will have price-conscious stylists using the in-depth style survey. For weaknesses, we both have the same weakness where we'll have a return rate of about 25% per customer. For opportunities, Stitch Fix will have increased collaboration with designer brands, whereas Lootrack will have leverageable brand reach of discount stores. And for threats, Stitch Fix, their style services are not tailored to lower income customers, whereas our company Lootrack our threat is going to be that brand name competitors such as Stitch Fix will have more stable inventory and more experience in this market. So, in conclusion, while Stitch Fix has limited service for high-end consumers, our company Lootrack will have larger customer base who's underserved by the custom styling market. And so, for a survey analysis, the objective was to discover the prices people would be willing to pay for our service, as well as we were able to create the customer profile and target market. And what we discovered from our survey analysis that people are willing to spend $75 on average per outfit, $31 on average per item, and 56% of our survey respondents said that they're willing to use our service, and those 56% make online clothing purchases a few times a year. Also, 72.55% of our survey respondents were women, and after gathering all this information, we were able to conclude that people are willing to spend more on clothing outfits than what stores like TJX are selling for.
So in terms of our revenue, we ran on a few assumptions. Number one, that our annual growth rate would be about 30% per year. Lootrack customers, again, will purchase 4 times over the course of the year, and TJX will charge an average of $75 per clothing box. For our expenses, we assumed that our stylists will be paid $17 per hour. They'll be able to handle 10 orders per hour, and they'll use TJX's digital inventory database, so they'll have access to that. Also, our packers will be paid $12 an hour and be able to fulfill 15 orders per hour. And our marketing expenses will increase by $3,000 per year as we broaden our target market. So for our loan and equity payment schedule, we assume that 50% of the loan will be covered by the banks and 50% will be split between our own equity and equity from friends and family. And we assume that the bank loan will have a yearly interest rate of 10%, and that if we need to draw down an additional loan from the bank in future years, it'll also have that interest rate of 10%. So the important takeaways from these financials are that the startup period requires about $72,000 for capital expenses, half of which is going to be covered by the bank, half of which is going to be equity from friends and family and ourselves. The loan balance will actually increase the first 4 years due to our expenses outweighing our revenues, but during year 5, there's such a turnaround with our revenues that we're actually able to pay off our entire loan balance and all the equity and make a slim profit of around $13,000. So everything reverses during year 5.
This is our supply chain breakdown. As you can see there, that's us, Lootrack, giving to the customer. And we're getting our clothing products from TJX. We're going to be using a service known as Cheap Boxes to package the outfits that we have for our service. And we're going to use Staples for office supplies. And also we put a breakdown of TJX's biggest 3 suppliers, Nike, G3 Apparel Group, and Capri Holdings Limited, and breakdown of their biggest suppliers. So as you can see, it leads all the way to us and then the customer. As for marketing, our main focus will be online through social media like Facebook and Instagram. Our Facebook costs $200 to make 3,000 impressions once a month, and Instagram is $100 to make 20,000 impressions a month. And when they click on these ads, they will be directed immediately to Lootrack's page on the TJX website. Another online marketing strategy we'll be using is Google Ads. So it's $450 a month. We'll be paying a percentage of TJX's total online Google Ads. Because as you can see here with this example, we won't be taking up the whole thing, we'll just be a subsection under TJ Maxx. And though our focus will be mostly online with the marketing, we'll be doing a few in-store advertisements as well. We'll be hanging them from the ceiling and windows, posters, and millions of people walk into TJX stores every day, so we'll be opening up the target market. And we can create window banners for 10 stores for $1,000. We'll be, those banners will highlight our value, our convenience, and our style. And that's our first year marketing budget of $10,000.
So for human resources, we have 4 people in key management positions. Dylan is our CEO, he makes the day-to-day decisions. I'm the CFO, I analyze our financial strengths and weaknesses. Alan is our COO, he oversees the business operations day-to-day and is the one in constant contact with our stylist. And Jonah is our CMO, he develops plans and implements our marketing strategies. Below us, we have our team of experienced stylists who work directly with the customers who process the style surveys and curate the boxes. And then we have our team of packagers who actually pack and ship the boxes to our customers. For our 3-year growth plan in year 1, again, we're targeting 20% of our target market, and we have 10 stylists employed. By year 2, we'd like to employ 2 additional stylists, see an increase of 30% in our customers, and we're going to increase our marketing budget to do so. And by year 3, we want to employ 3 additional stylists, see another 30% increase in our customers, and again, we're going to increase our marketing budget. Our company culture is one of respect, integrity, and happiness in the workplace. Lootrack is a fun place to work. We value the input of our employees as we want to make it a good experience for them and for our customers. And so in summary, Lootrack is an online styling service that curates personalized outfits that are fashionable for TJX customers. We are part of a growing curated box industry that TJX absolutely can and should tap into, as we can help them generate nearly $3 million in sales in our first year. Lootrack is a service we're really passionate about, and we're very excited by the opportunity to partner with TJX to take our company to the next level. Thank you so much for joining us today. Does anyone have